Hi folks, I'm here to talk about the Galaxy Note series S Pen. Um, it's actually this is the Galaxy Note 2 S Pen. You can see. Um, this is an added addition to the Galaxy Note series, having an extra function like hover preview. It's good for drawing, for taking down notes very intuitively, like what we do in our regular notebooks. But there's some issues that I have also. For example, I don't like the really plastic thing. Well, this is developed by Wacom, by the way, and but this is a really added great stuff that you could do. For example, if you take in the notes, hold on, here, let's invoke that. And the one thing about this, why it's better than any other type than the capacitive one, is that you can control the widths on the fly. See how there's a thick and thinness control. The more pressure that you have, of course, the thicker the line is. But once you sort of like, you can do thinner lines, and that's very dynamic. And one thing about it is it's good for drawing. Some of the graphics artists would love this. And it's, yeah, some people would rather, have a uniform. You can do that, compare it to a capacitive, which is something that has a rubber nose. The lines remain constant, you can see. There you go. Not unless you quickly do something like a really fast line. That's a capacitive. So the Wacom S Pen is active. So it has 1024 levels of sensitivity, and it's really useful for me because I do some art. I'm just going to close this. I use SketchUp Pro by Autodesk, and this is the first version of the S Pen and the Note 1 from before. Then Samsung came up with an accessory, which is this, the S Pen holder. So we had something like that. Okay, it's a really thick line, and it felt, there's a rubbery grip holder here, and again, my number one complaint before is that the tip is really plasticky and it really glides so fast. Okay, and this is more looking like a pen, a regular pen, and it's nice to hold. That's one thing about it, one good thing about it. Anyway, in the Note 2, they improved the S Pen to be more thicker than before. The Note 1's S Pen was a bit thinner. They made it thicker to hold. I've tried the Note 10.1. 10.1's S Pen, and it's really much more thicker than this. So anyway, I was thinking of getting myself one of those, for the 10.1. So I went looking, and instead I found something else. Okay, this is a separately sold S Pen. Okay, I do a bit of art. This is my the thing that I did for Anne Hathaway, based on picture references. You can see I can do fine lines. I can do details. So just like what you can do with a Cintiq Wacom. Well, sort of. I can't really compare it because I can't really say that it's par, because that's more powerful. You need a more powerful computer for that, PC, desktop, and it does more. It has better functionality, better resolution, of course. The native resolution for the Galaxy Note 2 is 720 by 1280. So that's, in the world of graphics artists, that's kind of small, because they sometimes would be working with 3000 to 3000 by 4000 pixels, and this is just a mere 720 by 1280 pixels. So that's not really a good comparison, but it does give me a bit of functionality. Okay, you don't really see it. For a clear image of this, what I did, you can, I'll just post a link here, then you could see these actual things in my DeviantArt account. But I like this pen because it's 990 pesos in Philippines, or $24. The thing about this is that you can change the tip, which is the plasticky one, and has an eraser end to it. So the model number, okay, this is the packaging. It was actually marketed here as for the 10.1, but it works fine with this Note 2. You could see the model number is ETS200EBEGSTD. I only discovered this in the shop here, and well, it was the only one that was left, so I bought it right away, because knowing that I haven't really seen one or know any advertisements for this. So I was really looking for the original 10.1 stylus, because I loved the tip as having a rubbery nose. But here you can change this. Okay, it came along with a removal clip. You can remove that and replace it with something exactly what the Note 10.1 has. That black, rubbery, much more resistant type. So I could just keep on drawing. Oops, I'm ruining the Anne Hathaway picture here. I'm just going to exit this, which is it has this contrast. Okay, as opposed to something that's plasticky tip, this has a bit more feel like a pencil. It simulates like a pencil or a ballpoint that is not so loose, and so it works for me. Let's get another one so that we can test this. Yep, it has a bit of resistance and against the glass, and that's great. Love this. Anyway, thanks for listening. Hopefully, if you have questions, just post it here in comments, and I'll answer them if you have any questions about this. Thanks very much.